Good morning. It's Nancy Joy for Monday Morning Reflections. Wow, December 1st, 2012. Now, for some of us, I have a varied audience. I have a very mainstream audience. Some is brought to my attention and never heard of this date, didn't know anything about it until Jalila and I did our recent Monday Morning Reflection together. To others who are absorbed in it, and everything in between. But over the past week, the whole 2012 date thing has come up and up again for me in various ways. That both the people that didn't know about it, someone that I know that belongs to an Abraham group says that Abraham says we shouldn't put any stock in this date or something to that effect, to my friend Jalila, who does the Countdown to 2012 workshops, obviously very involved with this date, and the whole range in between. So I really got to feeling, what is this date about for me? I've known this date for a long time, probably since shortly after harmonic convergence in August of 1987. I knew of this date, especially because I got very involved with the Mayans in the Yucatan, and it's a prominent feature on their calendar and very famous. But if you even erase all the predictive material from the Mayans, from the Hopi, from Nostradamus, this date appears in a number of places. There is still the scientific fact of the precession of the equinoxes, where our solar system and our galaxy align. Well, our solar system aligns with the center of our galaxy on that date, and our galaxy aligns with what I understand 2 other galaxies on that date or right around that date. So no matter which way you want to frost the cake, the cake is there. And it's like anything else in life. How much attention, how much oomph do you want to put into this? So here's where I am. And everybody has to decide personally where they are. It's not right, it's not wrong, what you feel, how you react to it. It's simply you. But I felt it was a good thing for all of us to think about this Monday morning, for supposedly it's called the precession of the equinoxes, and we will be moving into the age of light. We've been 13,000 years in the age of darkness, and now that we're going to turn and face the center of our the center of our galaxy, we will be in the age of light. What does light mean? Light means knowledge. It's the awakening of an expanded galactic or universal consciousness within inside humanity. Some of us have been awake, have moved with it for a while, understand it. Others are just waking up, and of course there are others, they wouldn't know what we were talking about at all. If we talked about 2012. And yet all of us are on the same journey. So you don't get a prize if you know more or less or what your belief system is. But for me, it reminded me a lot when I first heard of it, of how I felt at harmonic convergence in 1987. I was new on my spiritual path. I had ceremony, one of the very first ceremonies I participated in, joining hands with a group and feeling our hearts. And I'll never forget that ceremony. That very night on Johnny Carson, he made quite a joke about, well, here it is, the famous harmonic convergence that all the hippie New Agers have been talking about, and nothing's changed. And he kind of laughed. And, because at that time, you couldn't see the demarcation. But as we look back now, we can see that as of 1987, I can certainly see many things happen. People started looking at their emotions. People started dealing with their problems instead of sweeping under the rug. They started looking at patterns. They began to awaken. They began to step away, some from organized religion, and find God inside themselves. They began to have more intuitive experiences. People were waking up in droves. And now, since 2000, 2001, even many more numbers are waking up. And by waking up, I mean becoming conscious of a world other than the one that the 5 senses reveals to you, and going in search of, like on Star Trek, in search of new horizons, new galaxies, new vistas. So we're really moving into a new energy field. Now, you can, it's kind of like, what was the thing in the computers when we hit 2000, Y2K. So much stock into that. I know we bought generators. Who knew, right? Well, I'll tell you, we didn't use the generator for Y2K. But in the past 2 years, we live out in the country, we've used that generator quite a bit. So you're preparing. That's my point. It's not going to be that you're going to wake up on December 21st, 2012, at least not likely, not, I don't feel. You will wake up and see, okay, your whole world's changed, it's upside down, it's the age of peace, all the things that were disturbing you have gone away and you're peaceful. However, it is now that peace, the age of enlightenment and knowledge, can no longer be ignored. The truth will be revealed because we are now facing away from turning our backs to it and facing into it. So it can be thought of as a line in the sand. For me personally, I love what Shirley MacLaine said in her quote, that from 1987 until 2012, we're really in a period of chaos. Everything's up in the air because all the foundations we knew, everything that we used to rely on is falling away. And we're creating the new. I've mentioned this before in my reflections. So this Monday morning, I thought it would be a really good time for everybody to get still for a minute and really feel inside of you, what does this shift and change mean for you at this time? Because that's really the truth, isn't it? And for me, 2012 is the end of the chaos. And I might not realize it that day or the next day or a year later, but soon, just like with harmonic convergence, I'm going to turn around and say, wow, things really did start to change on that date. It's so obvious afterwards. So have fun. We're only 4 years out. Have fun playing with it, feeling it, understanding it, reading about it, seeing where it takes you. I wouldn't get all absorbed in it, all fearful about it in any way. The change is happening. You can run, you can hide, you can say yes, you can say no, but it's upon us. So feel your way through it this Monday morning. Enjoy your week, your several weeks, and I will be back with you on Monday, March 24th, as I'm leaving for Egypt this week. So see you soon. Take care of who you are. Bye.